everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm going to hopefully be able to see some comments tonight. Hi Baz, hi Anne. Yes, I can see people. Good. We're already doing better than we were last week. Hope you're all doing very well. I wanted to come on this evening and hello beautiful, looking forward to seeing you Baz. I wanted to come on this evening and talk to you about the floating frame technique that I've been busy with this week. It's been so much fun and I've really enjoyed doing something a bit different, and it's been really nice to teach you all something a bit new. Hello Bev! Hello! So this is a card that I'm going to show you this evening, and it's a follow-on from this one that you would have seen on my blog this week. Hi Lisa! Thanks for joining. So this one I posted on my blog this week, and it was part of one of the challenges I entered to use these 3 different colours. So we put this one together at the card class last night and it was really lots of fun. And tonight I thought I'd show you this one. The reason it's called a floating frame is because all the elements appear to be floating. Can you see that? Thanks Baz. Thanks Baz. So what we'll do is we'll get cracking. I'll put that just there for you so you can see it. So we're going to use a basic grey card base, which looks like this. Standard card base for me. And we've got an insert for in there. And then one for the top. So we'll quickly just stick that in. Okay. I'm in the barn and it's really, really warm. The sun's about to go down. It's a lovely evening, but it's so warm. I haven't even got the heating on. Okay, so that's the inside, and now we've got the outside. As you can see, I haven't used much glue at all. I find less is more always with Tombow. Okay, so we'll stick that on. Now, what I've got, and I've cut a few pieces earlier on. So we've got a scallop circle, which has come from the layering circles. We're just going to stick that straight onto our card base. Make sure it's up the right way. It is. I have a habit of not putting it on the right way. Okay. So that's roughly where we need to start. So we'll just put that over here. So the elephants, little elephant. This is the stamp set that we're using for this one. I find with these floating frames you can use absolutely anything, and it's so much fun to see how they all look really, really lovely. So this stamp set matches this punch. Wonderful news. Oh, that's lovely, Baz. I'll pop it in the post to you. Or you could make it. You've probably got this at home. So, little elephant. He coordinates with the Elephant Builder punch, and he's carrying over into the new catalogue. Thank goodness. And at the moment it's available in the clear mount and the wood mount. But as we know, the clear mount and the wood mount are being retired. So in the new catalogue, it'll be in the cling mount, which is a lot better, and you get a lot, they stick to the blocks a lot easier. But the stamp images will stay exactly the same. So first of all, what I'm going to show you is how we attach the stamps to the block. Because the stamps are individual stamps, when you punch them out, you want to save as much cardstock as possible. So what we're going to do to start with is, you can see this is from what I used from this one to create this one. We're going to use this here as the template, because that's how it gets punched out. If you see, if we line the punch up. So we use that as our template to add it onto the block. Now where's my big block? Oh, here it is. So we're going to lay this on there. No, we're not. We're going to turn it over because that's the way the stamps are. Bear with me. We're going to pop the large elephant on first and line him up so you can see. And then underneath, oh, you can't really see, we're going to line the little one up so that when you punch them both out, when you stamp them, you'll get both images. So they're on the block as you punch them out. Okay, so we can then put that to one side, and we're going to stamp some elephants. Okay, this has got a piece of cardstock. Where is the ink? And I've used smoky slate for this, which is a really nice soft grey. And then we're going to stamp now. Thanks, it is clever, isn't it, Bev? I didn't think of it. I can't take credit for that at all. I think I saw my lovely friend Lindsay showed me that. She's a very clever lady. Oh, I've got something on my ink pad. Let's just clear that off. Okay, he's gone. Right. So we're going to stamp our elephants. We're going to stamp. See? This way I find you waste as little cardstock as possible, and we all like saving our cardstock, don't we? Although, as I've discovered this week, I'm not really a cardstock hoarder or a keeper. I'm quite ruthless when it comes to throwing things away, apparently. Okay, so we've stamped a little line of elephants, and they're all going in the same direction. Lovely. And then we're going to punch them out. So just put our stamp mat back. So we're going to punch these out. I am using both sizes bag, as big and small. There you are, so you can see they line up really nicely. And we'll punch them out. You also get the ears and the little eye that you can use, but we're not going to use that on the outside of the card. All will be revealed on the inside shortly. Punch. Could have done these earlier, but I wanted to show you the lining up technique. Okay, so we've got lots of elephants now, so we don't need the punch out anymore at the moment. So all these lovely elephants, you can see you've got the ears as well and the eyes, but we don't need those. So now what I've done is I've cut somewhere in my little pile. I should have cut. Where's he gone? Believe it or not, my desk was clear earlier. Oh, it's gone. It should be a white circle. Here he is. Found him. Okay, so what I've done is I've used one of the large stitched circles from the Stitched Shapes framelits. Can't say that. How funny. And I've just cut a plain white circle. Now we're going to use this. The idea of this is what we're going to layer. This circle actually fits nicely inside the scallop. So that would look really lovely, just done like that with an elephant in the middle. Perfect. Nice simple card. So we're going to lay our elephants onto the circle. Now the trick with doing this is to lay as many as you can near the edge of the circle, because you want to get a real defined shape that it is the circle. If you put them all in the middle and don't put them around the edge, then you lose the circle shape. Okay, so, and you can use the big ones, the small ones. I'm using a mix. I've seen it where people have them overlapping. Now I haven't done that this time. So there's our elephants all laid on our circle. Okay, now what I've actually used the press and seal, which is this. It's around the wrong way. Press and seal. I got mine off Amazon. You get 23 yards in there, and I think it was about £8, and it was free postage, so it wasn't too bad at all. And it's like cling film, but one side of it is a bit tacky. So you just need a piece that is, oh, pause everybody, I found my big scissors. How exciting is that? I've got big hands for a lady, so I like big scissors. So we're just going to cut a piece off. Okay, and we're going to lay it tacky side down. So the idea is it's going to stick to the elephants. Okay. So we're just going to lay it down like that. Some of your elephants may move, but before you don't want to be too firm with it, because as we found out last night, it's very sticky, so it could take some of the elephants off. Okay, so that's all stuck like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run this back through the Big Shot. So we're going to line it back up and then run that through the Big Shot. So bear with me, I'll just do that. My Big Shot's on a trolley behind me. So let's run that through there, like so. done. Okay, so we now have this, and then what happens is you push the middle piece out and you're left with your circle. So then this bit just goes in the bin. So we'll get rid of that. Now, so what you've got now is your elephants, and what we're going to do is we're going to peel the circle, the white circle, away, leaving everything stuck to the press and seal. Let me see. Now the white circle we actually don't need anymore, so we can put that to one side. And then you've got all your elephants stuck to your press and seal. So what we're now going to do is add dimensionals. And these are the mini ones. I do like the large dimensionals, and they're great for everyday cards, but with these floating frame cards I actually prefer the minis because there's quite a lot of intricate pieces that you end up with. We used the daisies last night, so these were perfect for sticking all the petals down. They were just the right width for the petals. Now you want to make sure that you've got dimensionals on every piece of your elephant, if you can. And then we've just got one over here. Okay, so there you can see that there's dimensionals on each one of my elephants. So we'll quickly just peel those off. Now, if I was using Baz's famous dimensional technique, I would know which ones I've peeled off and which ones I haven't. A lot more easier than having to go around and double check. See, that one's... See, I'm stuck to it now. Baz, I should have used your technique. Silly me. I'll learn one day. If you don't know what Baz's technique then I'll share it with you afterwards. Basically, you draw a line down your dimensionals when they're on their sheet, so that you can see clearly when you add them which ones have still got the line on. Right, so now we need our card base back, and what we're now going to do is we're going to lay our circle over, that's it, now, so that's stuck down, and then all we do now is we peel back the press and seal. And this is where it's important to find the right edge. Here we are. Okay. Now with this you need to be really, really careful, really gentle, because it can peel some of the card away. See, it's peeled that one away. Let's go this way. What I do is I just double check once I've peeled it off if anything else has lifted. Okay. It's like peeling off when you get a new phone, you have to peel off that cover that they put on. It's always quite satisfying. It's a similar experience. See, that one there's just moved slightly. Okay, so then that's left you with a piece of press and seal. You could use that again because it's still tacky, or you could put it in the bin. I will put it in the bin. And you're left with your elephants. So then the next step that we need to do is stamp our sentiment, and I've gone for congratulations. The idea is this would be a nice baby card to send, like Baz suggested earlier, and on a block. Now this sentiment, I've actually stamped it using basic grey because it's a little bit darker. It would also look nice in the mint macaron, which is the colour of the scallop circle. So we'll just lay that on there and stamp. Lovely. And then with the original card, you'll see that the pearls that I've used, they're actually silvery looking. Now they come as white. So to make those a different colour, all we do is we colour them in. So we use a blend and we simply just colour over them. So I'm just going to colour over 3. They dry pretty quickly, which is always a good thing. And now we need to get them off of there. So where's my scissors? Here's my scissors. I'll do small ones for this. All PVA glue from my hands, yeah. Okay. So We now peel these off. I've got one, I've got my hair. How annoying is that? Okay, and then we're just going to place them randomly where we want them. Where did that go? Here he is. Let's see, come on. We'll pop that one up there, and then we'll pop this one down here. Okay, so there's our finished card front, and then all I've done inside the card is I've added another elephant, which we've got a spare one here. So up inside, we'll just pop him in there like so. And then for his ear, all I've done is I've stamped the elephant, and we want the large elephant. How many cards have I made? Oh, Baz, I've lost count now. Lots and lots. And I keep looking at different stamp sets and thinking, oh, I could use that one and that one would look good. So it really is endless, the possibilities that you can create. Oh, there's a die on the floor, catch that later. Okay, so all I've done is I've stamped the whole elephant onto mint macaron, like so, and then using the punch, I'm going to punch out his ear. So you line up the ear, see? And you punch it out. You end up with a handful of pieces. And then this is the piece that we want. And then all I've done, I've added a bit of glue, picked this piece up and popped it on his ear. Just like that. So inside you've got the matching colour, you've got the mint macaron and the grey. On the outside it's mint macaron and grey. And then the final thing to do, because you can't send a card without a matching envelope, can you? Now that's just naughty. So we're going to stamp the envelope, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the elephant, let's just clean him because he's got green on him. Clean him off. We're going to put the elephants randomly on the block. Doesn't matter how. And we're going to stamp this piece of the envelope. And to do that, without getting yourself in too much of a pickle, we're going to fold our grid paper back over and tuck the envelope flap across there. And now, let's lay our stamp mat under there. Okay, and then all we do is we stamp away. It's just a really nice way of making your envelope, I don't know, make it feel a little bit more special to who you're sending it to. When they receive it, they'll know instantly it's a handmade card. And just the fact that it all coordinates just makes it a little bit more special. Okay, so now we've got a matching envelope to our matching card. Okay, so I'm just going to make the one card for you this evening. Thank you so much for watching. This bundle, the Stamp and the Punch, is currently available until the 3rd of May as a bundle, which means you get 10% off the catalogue price when you order them together. Hi Becca, thank you so much for joining. You get the Stamp and the Punch together as a bundle and you save 10%. I think it makes it, let me just remember, if you order the clear mount, it's £31.50, but in the new catalogue from the 4th of June, you'll only be able to buy them separately. So if it is on your wish list, it might be worth doing it before the 4th of May. So that's all for me this evening. I am going to disappear back inside my house and rummage through the chocolate box because I am starving. So thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you all next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be making, but we'll have a look and have a see. Thanks everyone, have a great evening, bye.